Good afternoon, chickadees and chickadoes. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, and this is your lesson video. All right, so hopefully this is the end. Hopefully you have made it to the last chapter of the book. You are enjoying the storyline and just looking at the harsh realities that Nick is providing to us through his unique experience by being with these people on Egg Island, of looking at how money works and how money works on people. As we saw in the last chapter, Gatsby is dead. He's been killed by Myrtle's husband, and it was all at the plane of Tom. Tom was the one who planted the seed. He was the one that just kind of got the ball rolling and shifted blame to him because Myrtle was his girl. He's to blame as well. His wife, Daisy, is the one that caused it. I mean, there's a lack of responsibility, but yet we see that a lot in people who have power and for all the wrong reasons. We take a look at this warped, toxic environment that these people live in, this gluttonous, overdone idea that money buys the happiness. And if you don't have happiness, you could just go ahead and buy more, and how they are unfazed by their actions. As we take a look at it through um, Nick's eyes, or just kind of see the reality of people and the horrible reality that Gatsby had money, Gatsby had power. He entertained so many people with his parties at the house. He put on a show for them. And once the show was over, they no longer showed up. They were no longer there. They were never there for him in the first place. And it kind of relates to us in our own lives when we take a look at our friends who are just there for convenience, who are just there to take advantage of the opportunities that we are able to provide, but are never there when we are real, when we are raw, when we are vulnerable and need them most. And I hopefully gets you a chance to kind of look at life in a different lens and to appreciate those who are the real friends, who are truly there for you, who are not the fake friends like we see Gatsby surrounded, because no one showed up to the funeral. It was a very sparse crowd. And we just kind of see that sad ending to this life, but it's kind of expected, sadly. So as you take a look at chapter 9 today, and take a look at Nick's observations and what happened at the funeral and afterwards, and just kind of just laying on that beach, just reflections on life. And hopefully, if chapter 9 is one of your chapters you're focusing on today, you're able to find three beautifully crafted sentences and selecting one of them to kind of dive into and have a conversation with that analysis part of, like, what kind of sentence do you think it is? Why? What did you find so beautiful about it? Was it the fact that it created suspense and it led you up to the final idea? Was it coupling different ideas? Was it there's a flow to it, a balance between what happened at the beginning to the end of the sentence? It balances itself out because it becomes a parallel structure. Again, have a conversation with me. So what I'm looking for in that analysis, when you pick your sentences for your chapters, is really showing depth and quality and thought. One liners, two liners are not going to excite me. One or two liners are not going to enthrall me in a thoughtful, provocative, insightful conversation. So this is a major grade. Treat it as such. So today, your reading day, if you're working on pace with me, is chapter 9. Picking out your three sentences if chapter 9 is your chapter of focus, and then focusing on one of those sentences to have that conversation with me, for me, in the analysis part. Right. Tomorrow will be a work day. I'll check in with you with the video tomorrow, and then again Friday, the portfolio is due. And then we'll get ready for our semester exam. And I'll talk more about that in the In Case You Missed It video. Love y'all. Have a good day and make good choices.